Back on the show is Kyle Bochniak, who's coming off an impressive unanimous decision victory over Brandon Davis at UFC 220 on January 20th. Kyle, how the heck are you?
I'm doing great, man. Celebrating after that nice victory. It's feeling well.
Excellent. And, of course, you and I talked before that fight, and I got to know, heading into the matchup, you were confident and everything like that, but were there a little bit more nerves heading into this one, just with the fact it was at home and, you were coming off a loss? I mean, I imagine the pressure was building a little bit.
Yeah, there was a little pressure, but it didn't rattle my cage or anything like that. I knew what I was going into. I was riding that 1-2 in the UFC, and I needed a big performance to, go 2-2 and hopefully do enough to get a second UFC contract. Like I said, it lit a fire under my butt. Brandon Davis, I knew was going to come in and try to bang. It was his UFC debut, and I wasn't going to let him spoil my opportunity. So, I put on a good show and did what I had to do.
And when I went to the judges' scorecards, you were pretty confident you had the victory there?
Yeah, definitely. You never know with the judges. I thought I had all 3 rounds. Definitely had rounds 1 and 2. Had to fight a little smarter in round 3 because I knew it was a cagey animal. It was going to try to knock me out. So, I felt confident. And when they said my name, it was just a sigh of relief. And I did it, and it felt great.
Awesome. And was there anything about him that surprised you at all in the fight?
Yeah, definitely. He moved a lot better than I anticipated. His range, it was a lot more farther than I anticipated. He was able to extend his hips. His leg reach was very well. His arm reach, everything. Just I thought I was going to be able to explode and get in a lot easier. But once I saw his range and when he took a half step backwards, he was very rangy. So, I had to stay on my bike the whole entire fight and try to pick my angles and explode when the opportunity was there. And I realized, I had to go in for a couple more takedowns because he was very rangy, and I felt like he was going to pick up on my timing and connect me blitzing in. So I had to mix it up a little bit.
Now, after your fight, did you have a chance to watch Rob's fight and then Calvin's fight after, or did you just pretty much go to the back and then start the celebration?
Yeah, I watched all their fights. Like right after my fight, I had those media obligations, pictures, interviews, all that, and then I was watching on TV Rob walk out, and I couldn't wait to watch him fight. So I finally got back to the green room just in time to watch him knock out Almeida. So it was awesome, cheering like crazy. And then Calvin came up, finished off the night strong, and he got the knockout over Burgos, and we were all just going nuts. It was a great night for the Boston boys.
I was just going to ask you, what's that feeling like? 2 of your training partners, they went out there, they get big wins. I mean, you'd already won yourself. Like, that must have been a pretty cool feeling, and it's all happening in Boston of all places.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there was a lot of pressure me going in there and set the night off. And, once I did it, we were just riding high, and I knew Rob was going to have a good performance. I knew Calvin was going to have a good performance. We were all been training real hard. Preparation's been there. Everybody was healthy all camp. It's just, we knew, like, it was going to be a good night. The Boston crowd was there. Everybody was just vibing very well in the locker room. And it was just good feelings, good vibes, everything.
How'd you celebrate after the win? What was sort of the first cheat meal, first drink you had after the fight?
I literally ate pizza for like 3 days. That night, we had pizza. The next day, the AC Championship with the Patriots, my family came up from Florida to watch my fight, and then we watched the Patriots. I got like 5 boxes of pizza, anticipating everybody was going to eat a lot more than they didn't. So I was left with all this pizza, and I spent $70 on it. So I just ate all Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and now I'm starting to eat right again.
Yeah, and get back into it. What, you up to a middleweight now, I guess?
No, not that much. No. Okay, I don't ever get over 170. So right now I'm feeling pretty good still.
Yeah, and we talked about this. I mean, you eat really healthy year round. So, I mean, you're not a guy that balloons a lot anyways. So it's kind of more of just like, you have the cheat stuff after the fight and then you get right back to it.
Exactly.
Excellent. And as far as this past week, I imagine, have you been in the gym at all, done any training or any light stuff at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was in the gym on Tuesday. Just going over the film on things that we can improve, what things that I did well. I was on there Wednesday and Thursday. Same thing, just practicing a couple of things. Real light. I'm still a little dinged up here and there. And then next week I'll be back in the gym on Monday. I'll be there tomorrow, actually. I'm going to try to roll a little bit. And then Monday I'll be back there, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm going to Disney World on Thursday. So
oh, cool. Good stuff. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Go to Disney World from Thursday to Tuesday, and then, I'll be back in at full throttle, waiting to get back in that cage.
Very cool. Now, if anyone's followed you on social media, there's a great picture of you buying a PS4, and you got Battlefront 2, and it's really cool. Yeah. Like I love seeing stuff like that. Now, was this something you had mapped out beforehand? Like, did you do all the research? You're like, I'm going to settle with the PS4, or was that like a spontaneous purchase?
It was kind of a spontaneous purchase, but I wanted a PS4 for a long time now. Just like, I had so many like other obligations to do with my money and stuff like that, with training costs and all that stuff. But after the fight, I was riding high. I wanted a jet ski. My wife talked me down to a PS4. So
Nice.
We only get summer for 3 months up here. It's really not a good investment. So I got the PS4 and I'm stoked, man. I love it, and I've been playing Madden, Battlefront. I only got 2 games right now, but yeah, it's fun as hell. I feel like a kid again. I just can't let it interfere with my training.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now the wife's a fan of the video game system, because I know sometimes it can be a bit of a negotiation.
We got her the old school Sega Genesis, so she's been playing
no
Sonic.
Way. Okay, that's awesome.
It was a trade-off.
That's good.
She loves playing Sonic and all that.
I was just going to ask you. Okay, yeah, because that's a classic game. And by the way, that cheat code still works on the first Sonic. I tried it the other day.
Nice,
if you know what I'm talking about on the start menu when you load up Sonic 1, if you go up, down, left, right, hold A, start, you can choose any level.
Wow, up, down, hold down, left A, start.
Up, yeah, it's up, down, left, right, hold A, start. It'll show you a menu. You can pick the level. So
as soon as I hold the remote, it'll come back. That's how it is all the time. I remember all my old PlayStation 1 codes and everything.
The Contra code, you got it was like embedded to me as a kid, so that's how I know all that stuff. Have you played the UFC game at all? Is that something you're interested in? Or
no, I haven't. I haven't played the UFC game yet. I'm sure it's going to be incredible. That might be my next purchase, picking that one up. Everybody wants to play online with me, so it might be cool to integrate with my fans and stuff like that and play some stuff.
Do you know if you're in the game or not?
No, I'm not in the game yet. I think you needed 4 fights in the UFC, or 3 or 4 fights in the UFC when they made that game. And I think by the time they were making it, I didn't have that many fights yet. But the next one, I'll definitely be in it.
They need to make like a Konami code or something for you to be unlocked in the game or something.
I know, that'd be awesome. You know how they always do the updated rosters on like football, like Madden and stuff like that. If you're on live, like you have the internet, like they should do that for the UFC. Like,
I agree.
Always roster updates and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. Before I let you go here, we've got to talk some fight stuff. When are you looking to fight again? You mentioned the trip to Disney World. I'm assuming, in a few months here.
Oh yeah, I would love to get back in there around April, May, somewhere around there. I know Lozon's fighting in a card in Brooklyn in April, like 16th, I believe, one of those days. That would be a perfect timeline too to get all the Boston boys on again. But around there, April, May. Every 3 to 4 months, I want to stay active, and if they come back to Boston next year, like every 4 months would be 4, 8, and then next year 12. So hopefully 3 years. 3 fights this year. That'd be perfect.
And is there anyone you want to fight, or you leave that up to Tyson and the management team?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to Top Game and Shelby to figure out. I'm just getting right now skill development. Once I get an opponent, zone in and just come up with a game plan and train hard.
Awesome. Well, we're certainly looking forward to your return. And again, congratulations, Kyle. It was a great fight. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. If you have a gamer tag, anyone wants to play against you, you could throw that out there too. And any sponsors, of course. The floor is yours.
Of course. You guys can follow me at Kyle Bochniak UFC on Instagram, Kyle Bochniak UFC on Twitter. Gamer tag on PS4 is Crash the Party 1, number 1. And, just follow me, guys. Follow me to the top. And I appreciate all the love and love you all. Thank you.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.